Hello, my Kandor crafters. Today we're going to be talking all about print and cut and how to make stickers with your Cricut. First, you're going to want to download whatever image you want to use. Today I'm using Houston Astros for an order that I have to complete. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it to Cricut simply by pressing upload. Click upload image, and then you can literally just either drag and drop straight from your browser or somewhere in your computer. So if you have a Mac, Finder. Next step, you're going to want to click either 3 of the image types. Honestly, I always pick complex. And here's where you can clean up your image or, erase something from your image that you may not want there. You can even crop it. So for me, I'm just going to erase the TM for the simple fact that I like my stickers to have one part and the TM would be cut out separately. So I also press preview just to make sure that my cut is going to be flawless. So say, you have a bad image and your cut is just going to be, just crazy looking. This image is kind of simple. It's just a circle. But say the edges were jagged. I would literally just go to shapes and put a white circle right behind this circle here to make it even and nice and smooth. When it comes to size, I already know what size I want to make my stickers. It's going to be just under an inch at 0.9 inches. After I get the size correct, I duplicate my image and then I move it as close as I can to utilize space, but to make sure that they don't overlap. Like, I still need enough space for the blade to be able to make it, make a difference between the two cuts, but I make them very, very close together. Now for design space, your print and cut image can be no bigger than 6.75 by 9.25 inches. No bigger than that. Now in my crafting group on Facebook, I was told that Cricut has increased the threshold for makers. So I don't know if this is the increased threshold because I don't remember what it was before. And I do have a Cricut Maker. So if you have an Air Explorer, this threshold may be different, but I am not 100% sure. You just have to check. So whatever your threshold is, just make sure you don't go above that. As you can see here, my image is 9.275. And Cricut is going to tell me that my image is too large. So that's a mistake that I'm going to realize and fix a little later on in the video. But for now, I just align my images to the top and then I distribute horizontally, just to make sure that the spaces in between are even. Then I group that row together and then duplicate the row. Then I just pull that all the way up, like right underneath. Like I said, we're utilizing space here, but make it just enough space where the Cricut knows that it's 2 different cuts so they don't overlap. Then I just repeat the process. Once I have all of my rows that I need, I select all of them. This time I align them to the left and then I distribute them vertically. to make sure, you know, the spaces in between them are even. Then I attach it all together. So once I attach them, like I said, it should not be any bigger than 6.75 by 9.25, if that's the threshold for your print and cut. So sometimes the border of your image may be white, and since Cricut Design Space is white, it makes it really hard to tell sometimes when you're trying to utilize space. So what I do is I just grab a rectangle, make it as big as my image, and then send it to the back so I can see exactly how close or how far apart my images are, just to make sure that none of them are overlapping with each other. Alright, so this is how you maximize your space for print and cut, by attaching. Because I promise you, Cricut will have your stuff on 2 different sheets when it can all fit on one. And remember how I told y'all that my image was too large? It tells me with this little yellow triangle, and it tells you exactly the threshold for print and cut images. So that's how you can tell what your threshold is. Now I'm just fixing my mistake by ungrouping all the rows and then grouping them by columns. Then I'm just going to move over the far right column over a little bit, and then I'm going to distribute it horizontally, so there'll be a little bit more space in between. Now here is where I just wanted to give you guys a visual of what I'm talking about when I say that Cricut will not utilize your space. Like literally, you can fit all these stickers on one sheet, but if you do not attach them, Cricut will not, like, they will tell you you need to and you don't. So attach, attach, attach. For inquiring minds, no, the Cricut machine does not print. You do need a printer for this project. I have an inkjet printer. It's the HP MV5000 series. It was literally under $100, probably like 80 or 90, but very inexpensive. I never add the bleed to my projects, and I click system dialog only because I did a test print and I did that in black and white, so I changed the color to color fine. I like to give my customers the creme de la creme when they order from me, so I just feel like that's the best printing quality for my printer. I don't know if everybody else's printer does this, but I can only speak on what I know. When it comes to settings, I use medium cardstock, and for my system, that pressure is set at 285, and I also select more pressure instead of default. For matte stickers, you can just go ahead and put it on your green mat and send it through your Cricut machine. But if you want something that's more durable, I suggest that you invest in a laminator and laminate your stickers. It makes them look more professional and much more durable. Like I said, these stickers are going on dominoes, so they 9 times out of 10 will be in resin. So laminating your stickers will also help with more intricate cuts. As you see at the bottom of my sticker paper, I have the Falcons logo, and those literally started lifting because it's way more intricate than just the circle. So I laminated that logo and I had 0 lifting. Really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys how I size my stickers. Like I said, these are for dominoes. So when I had some leftover clear resin, I just filled like 2 or 3 different dominoes to use as a guide whenever I do these stickers. So if you're into resin dominoes, this may be a good hack for you. I printed out different size decals in black and white, of course, because you know, ink ain't cheap. And I used it on some scrap paper. So whenever my printer has to calibrate, I just save the other side for stuff like this. So reduce, reuse, and recycle. But I thought I'd just share that with you guys. And here's the finished product, along with some other stickers that I've done. I hope this tutorial helped you, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until next time, my Kandor crafters.